everybody, welcome back to the Dane Bramage Rocks channel. Well, we did it. We wrapped up another season of the Eurovision Song Contest of 2025, and what a fierce and competitive and fun year we had this time around. I do want to start off by apologizing. I really truly meant to get a few more reactions out before the show actually started, but stuff happened and I was unavailable to get down here and record much since then. But regardless, I saw everything, both the semifinals right into the finals, and I'll tell you what, my personal opinion, I really have no argument with the results. I think everything went great. Not exactly what I expected at all, actually, but not disappointed by any means. So I'm just going to walk you over here to the results page, and we are going to go ahead and check this out first. So from EurovisionWorld.com, which they do a pretty good job, like lining everything out, lining everything out, putting all the points up there and everything like this. And I definitely will say the biggest surprise to me was Israel winning the public vote. Not saying it wasn't disappointed, it just was the biggest surprise. And I'm only going off of the last few years that we saw when we saw, both Katia and Baby Lasagna take home the public points, and therefore just based off the type of songs that those were and the fun songs that they brought to the Eurovision Song Contest, I really, really, truly expected Sweden or Kai to win the public vote. Now, they did very well, as you see here. So everything in red is the public vote and everything in blue was from the jury. So Israel cleaned house with 297 points from the public, which was phenomenal, closely followed up by Estonia, which was phenomenal too, because that was also one of my favorite songs this year. Only 98 points from the jury though, which made me question that. And of course, 60 points to Israel from the jury, which fine. If we're going to throw politics into it, which everyone in the comments suggests that is 100% still a thing, even though say politics aside, in the show they said politics was aside. We all know that was not true there, because Israel would have done a lot better, but the public voted heavily in favor of Israel. And you know what? I'll be honest. I did have a handful of comments in my videos, especially the Israel reaction that I did, saying that no one wants Israel in Eurovision, no one cares about the song, and this, that, and the other. And I was like, listen, aside from where Yuval is from, and this is where she was born, that's her heritage, it's just who she is. You can't hate her for that, regardless of what the country's going through or what they're doing. And this goes with any of the countries going through conflicts at the moment. You can't put that pressure on the singer themselves. It is not their fault. They're literally trying to go on. And if you didn't know Yuval's backstory, I highly suggest that you go check that out, because she has a heck of a backstory of her survival of the October 7th massacre that happened over there in Israel too. But this was pleasing, seeing Sweden, take a good handful of jury votes and also a good handful of public votes. It looks like they took third in the public there, and Austria though. So let's go ahead and call it out what it is. JJ's Wasted Love won the entire thing. They had a huge sway from the juries, you can see, with 258 points, and also got a good handful of points. It looks like fourth or maybe fifth place with the public vote at 178. So therefore, to me, JJ winning, actually, that's fair. I'm not mad at that at all. Despite being behind the public vote by 100 and what is that, 21 points? That's insane. That's a big sway. But I love the song. It wasn't for everybody. I get it, but JJ performed it live very, very well, and I was super silly happy that he won, even though my top favorites were actually JJ. Israel was also one of my top favorites. Estonia was also one of my top favorites. Sweden was also one of my top favorites. Albania was one of my top favorites. God, who else do we got here? Norway was one of my top favorites, and of course, a few others in there that I liked, and yeah, Austria won. So no argument on this side. I dug it. What did you guys think though? Leave me those comments. I'm sure you will, about the Eurovision, but let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, which I am calling the performance of the night. So I'll be brutally honest with you guys. We heard rumors that Katia and Baby Lasagna were going to team up and do a performance show during the finale, and they did, and I about fell out of my chair when it happened. Now, Eurodab is a song that they sang at the end of this battle there, and I did record that. There is a reaction coming, but I wanted to get this video out first. So soon to follow, in the next week or so, you will see the official reaction to Eurodab from Katia and Baby Lasagna, but let's call it what it is. I was so stinking excited and happy when I saw this happening. I was just like the whole time just watching with my mouth open. Like, this is so awesome. Two of my favorites from the last 2 years getting together on stage.
And Baby Lasagna.
In the left corner, Baby Lasagna.
I'm excited all over again.
In the right corner, Karia.
So they had to speed Baby Lasagna song up a little bit because Cha 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 is such a high tempo. This was not, as you hear him say, rip tit tit rip tit tit. He says it really fast, but anyway. The winners of our hearts. I like that a lot.
Make some noise.
This is so stinking cool. You can't tell me you don't love this. Oh, see, there it goes. No. One thing that is fun to note, though, if you remember the actual music video to Cha Cha Cha, not the live performances, it was done in a ring. So that's kind of cool. And they're doing like this battle, like round one, round two versus like a boxing matchup kind of thing. So that's kind of a fun little relational thing to this, right? Here we go. So now this is going to technically be my second reaction to Eurodab because, like I said, I did it. It will be out soon, but you're going to see this one first. Let's do this. I love it. So good. So good.
Everybody knows how to.
Thank you! Thank you so much, Europe!
Euro Papa, thank you.
Epic.
That was epic. Let's carry on with the show. Oh, see, so now we got the elephant in the room addressed as the performance of the night. That was so stinking cool. I don't know. I mean, sure, that got you all pumped up as well. Tell me it did not with a straight face, and I won't believe you because that was freaking awesome. So, speaking of Finland, that's what I was trying to think of. I was trying to name some of my other favorites in there. Poor Finland. I don't even see them on this list. Oh, there they are. Okay, down here. So they got 108 by the public, 88 by the jury. So not bad. Up there in the top 10 for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm sorry. I think I knew that. I think I saw Finland finish 11th, and right behind them, Claude with Netherlands. And his performance on the semifinals was good. His performance during the finals was phenomenal. I thought Claude did such a good job in the finale that it was going to carry him a lot further. But it sounds like everyone's name's already made up. Mine's already made up. But he did pretty good with the jury vote. Not bad with the public. One of my favorites. Like I said, it's so hard to pick a favorite. I mean, Justina crushed it on stage as she always does. Her a phenomenal voice. And I really, truly loved everybody. What I thought was funny, UK got a big old donut hole from the public and got 88 from the jury, so the public didn't give him anything, even though it was a fun song. And then it was the opposite with, I thought it was Iceland. Iceland, who got 33 public votes and 0 jury votes, was very, very interesting in my mind. The song was catchy, it wasn't that bad. But I will be completely honest. A couple of the artists that I really did wish make it to the finals that did not were Gojo with Milkshake Man. And I kind of understand why. The music video is awesome. The song kicks butt. The actual stage performance wasn't bad. I did like the idea of having a giant blender on there and people were going in nerdy and coming out cool, from drinking the milkshake. But he really couldn't dance very well. His singing on stage was okay. If they would have done something to try to mimic the music video, that might have carried it better, because I still did love that song. And he's such a good dude. He sent a thank you note afterwards. You guys can go online and try to find that as well. And I'm also little bummed that Prince didn't do as well as I hoped he did too, because he had a really phenomenal song there. But there was some good surprise performances that I absolutely loved in the Eurovision Song Contest that I was not able to react to, and one of those was Armenia, and that was, I think it was Parg, and he had that song Survivor, which that was the first time hearing the song was during the semifinal and the final, and that was such a cool stage performance with the little treadmill, and very powerful. That dude crushed it. I mean, there's too many to name, and I don't want to let this video go on for too long. And to be honest, down here, Spain kind of surprised me being so far behind, because that was a way better song in my opinion than was last year, but they didn't get the public. She didn't get the public or the jury votes as well either. But aside from all that, that's just all personal opinion. I am pleased with the top 5, to be brutally honest with you. Italy surprised me a little bit better than I thought it would. There, again, would have seen some more favorites come up top, like Poland and Albania and Finland and the Netherlands and stuff like that. But it's okay. I'm glad JJ won. Dude deserved it. He crushed it on stage. I'm glad Israel got second, even though they took the public vote. And in my opinion, could have won should they have gotten more of a jury vote, but the jury just doesn't vote for Israel, and I think we all know why. Definitely pleased with Estonia being up there in third. I'm definitely pleased with Sweden being up there in fourth, and I'm very, very happy to see the rest of the lineup the way it is, with, again, the exception of some of the ones down here that we reacted to, we liked a lot. But let me know what you thought of the results. A lot of you are already leaving a ton of comments on my page and a lot of replies, and I'm catching up to most of them. I have a lot more to get through, but my view count has definitely gone up. So thank you guys for continuing to watch and comment on all my Eurovision reactions here, which I will leave a link for the entire playlist down below, as this is my 3rd year reacting to the Eurovision Song Contest. And of course, my 4th year will be starting next year when we do this all over again. But leave in those comments, do you agree with the results? Do you not agree with results? What did you think about the show? How did you like the special Katia and Baby Lasagna mash up / Euro dab song there at the end, which just took me out of my seat and just blew up the world. I loved it to death but one more time, I really do want to thank all of you from around the world from continuing to support this channel. Even though I'm a rock guy and you know the base foundation of this channel, you're watching me do Eurovision reactions because I do love the contest outside of what it could mean politically or personally to some people. But from the outside looking in, I love it a lot. So thank you so much for that continued support. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of all the reactions, the songs, the submissions, the results, just all the things, or just pop in and say hello and I will say hello back. All right, everybody, this is wrapping up Eurovision Song Contest of 2025. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, keep on rocking.